Today we're working with our friends at Miller Marine in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Hi folks, I'm Nathan, Two Guys Ride. Today I'm out here in beautiful St. Cloud, Minnesota. I'm here at Miller Marine and I'm here with Jake. Jake, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming.
All right, well, and today we're going to take a look at a fishing boat behind us.
Yeah, so this is the Smokercraft 166 Excursion Dual Console. So otherwise 166 DC is what that is.
Okay.
And it's a great little fishing boat to get out and hit some of these Minnesota lakes out here.
All right, and we're going to go through the exterior and then the interior a little bit.
Sure.
I want to start, first of all, it's a package. Does this come with the trailer?
Yeah, so the fishing boat comes with boat motor and trailer fully rigged up. And it's got the LED lights on it. You have your guides on the side. So real nice, low profile trailer to get you close to that water when you want to put it in there.
I've been trailered for a while. I like these.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the way I drive or what, but I like having those on the edge. I do like the breakaway tongue.
That's awesome.
For storage space.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hull, aluminum, fiberglass?
So the hull on these, it is aluminum.
It's aluminum.
Yep, it's aluminum, and this is a riveted hull. So there's two types of hulls. You have your riveted and you have your welded. Yep.
This is riveted. Okay. I do like this gunnel on the top right here. Just wide. I mean, for fishing people, if you're ever casting, it's nice to place your foot against something for balance.
Yeah, absolutely. And the nice thing about this gunnel is it does have channels on the inside and the outside. So these little channels right here, this is what you can put, snaps in if you want to do a snap-on cover. They also make rod holders and stuff that can
Actually, there's quite
there's
quite a few accessories that'll channel in there. Okay, and of course you've got a flat cleat here that raises up if you want to use that for a tie-off.
Yep, it's not a recessed cleat, but it does fold down, so it's not sticking all the way up, and looks pretty good too.
Okay, I like the graphics.
Yeah,
those are neat. All right. So, and then you got another cleat back here. And then back here, I'm assuming this is just towing.
Yep, so that's going to be where
you're hooking to your trailer.
Hook down to your trailer. You can also hook up like a rope or something if you want to pull tubes. They do those Y ropes that go around the motor.
Okay, so that it is sturdy enough to do that.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so tell us a little bit about the engine.
Yeah, so this boat right here we have powered with the Yamaha F90. It's a 4-stroke engine, extremely quiet, and does deliver a lot of power for a boat this size.
Well, and aluminum is lightweight. It's not like a fiberglass boat where you're going to have pushing a lot more weight.
Exactly, yep. And two, so this hull design on this boat here, the Excursion 166, this is their second generation hull design. It's called the Vertex Performance Strake Hull. Smokercraft's hull is actually a full one-piece design. And what's a little bit different what these guys do with theirs is that when they build them, they actually take, it's called longitudinal torsion beam construction, and they take these beams and they start from the very back and they build it all the way up to the very front. And before they actually build these frames and put them into the hull, they put the frame together prior to putting it in and then attach the hull to that longitudinal torsion beam construction. Now the reason they go all the way from the front all the way to the back is obviously it's reinforced, gives you the extra structural stability. But anytime you hit a wave, that vibration, kind of like if you remember as kids and stuff, you have the little cup with the string on it, and it sends that vibration through. Same type of concept, it sends all that vibration from the front all the way out the back. Okay. And it is by far one of the best riding aluminum boats out there in the market today. It pops right up out of the water, so the whole shot's really good on it. Up on plane, it's very smooth running. Just the build quality in general and how they build these Smokercraft boats offers a really, really smooth ride when you're out there in the choppy water.
So the actual shape of the hull was the second redesign of that.
Yep.
Okay.
Second generation. So
now back here you've got a couple of things. You got your transducer mount.
Yep. So you got a transducer for the Humminbird Helix 5 that we have on here. Obviously these can be rigged with any type of,
unit that you want if you have preference, right.
But we do have this one packaged right now with the Minn Kota on the front and then the Helix 5 on it. So
okay, that's all included.
That's all included, yeah.
Okay, and this, of course, right here is that for your freshwater well here?
Yep, so that's going to be your intakes for the live well in this. Okay. Then you also have your very bottom one that's going to be your plug for draining out the water and stuff like that.
Okay. Over here on this side, then you got another. That's actually a step, is it not?
Yeah. So Coast Guard regulates that you have to have a way now to get up into the boat. So You know, we can do ladders. They do platform ladders and things like that, but it is standard now in all smoker crafts that they put that little stainless steel step on the back, just for a way to get in.
Yep, in case you get out.
Yep.
Down here, you do have a white pipe or a white hole coming out the back. What is that one for?
So that's going to be also like draining out the water and stuff in it. Yep.
All right. This is a cabled engine, right?
Yes.
It's not all electronically connected.
Cabled.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just step inside and see what we got in there. Okay. Well, let's just start at the very back here.
Yeah.
So what we have storage, we have live wells.
Yeah. So back here we're going to have our live well in here. It's going to come with the bait bucket and everything too. So very nice.
I like that. If you don't have a new enough boat and you don't have that, when you're switching between lakes, you're not, explain that. You're not allowed to.
So you cannot transport water from lake to lake. However, what you can do is you can keep a bucket of water in your vehicle, empty out the water from the bait bucket, which is this right here. Go ahead. Empty that out so all the water drains out, and then put it in the bucket of water that's in your vehicle. That way you can transport it.
And just sits right down in your bucket, fills it back up.
Exactly.
So that's just a neat little feature there.
Yeah, it helps you save some money costs and stuff like that when you are trying to go to different lakes, because maybe
you want to buy minnows, and sometimes minnows are hard to buy depending on the season.
Yep, that can be for sure, especially like shiners and stuff.
Yeah. So what do we have?
And then back here is going to be our. This is where like the crank battery and stuff is for the or for the main motor.
Okay.
And that's also going to power your electronics too, for like your depth finder and what's on your dash as well. So like your lights, your nav lights, that type of stuff.
Okay, so trolling motor battery is somewhere else.
Yep, so trolling motor batteries are going to be located up in the front here.
Okay, we'll see those.
Yep, and that's a completely separate deal there.
Okay, tell us rod locker storage?
Yeah, so then we have storage here. If we want to put rods in it, we can. Otherwise, put other stuff,
And it does like run up underneath.
Yep,
so,
runs all the way up. You also have a nice little handle next to this for the people driving in the or riding in the back here. It's one of those hang-on handles, otherwise known as something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then this is the same thing on this side?
Same type of storage, yep. It's going to be a little bit small storage on that side, though.
A little bit more narrow. Yep. Not as wide, but it's just about as long. Okay, so this comes with 2 seats.
Yep, I have this priced with 2 seats right now.
Okay, and you could get 2 additional ones.
You can, yep, absolutely.
Okay.
So, yep, you can do 2 more. It has actually a total of 5 different spots for pedestals. So,
okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 in the front.
Yep.
Okay, so then up here in the passengers area, first of all, the seats do swivel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, they do swivel. The one nice thing you'll see about these seats too is that they are very nice in the fact that they're full hinge all the way across the back here versus the more inexpensive or the cheaper seats that have just the hinges on the corners. So this is going to have it all the way across the back. It also, the way that they're designed, they can fold down real nice and flat. But the other thing is when you're sitting in these, they've got this little curve in here so you can actually sit somewhat sideways if you want to, or sit in the front, however, is most comfortable for you. But like if you're fishing or whatever.
Yeah, so you don't actually have to swivel your seat to do that.
Yep.
The little things in life are sometimes the things that count the most.
They're thinking of it all.
What kind of material are we talking about here? It looks like a combination of
you got a dual material, it's a vinyl on the back here, which holds up really nice as well.
Okay, so, and it looks like it's the kind of seat that wouldn't get too hot on you. When you're out there. Okay, so you got a small glove compartment up top here.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent size in here. It's pretty
way deeper than... Okay, so folks, it's going down this way, so it's going to go up to about my elbow.
It buries down in there, and then they also give you a USB port here for charging.
Okay.
And a spot on the left here to set your phone. You also have a spot here to hold your phone too that locks it in. But if you want to set sunglasses, things like that down there.
Okay. What is the little plaque? Is that a cup holder?
So we do have a nice little cup holder here for having, putting your sodas and stuff like that in, or your adult beverage.
Yes.
Then on front here, we actually have this nice hang-on handle as well. Now this, to me, is a very important thing to have on, because if you do get in some rough water, it's nice to be able to hold on to something, because the driver has the steering wheel. As a passenger, you really don't have much, so they put this nice little handle here, though, that holds on and lets you get into that choppy water and not go flying out.
Not go flying off.
Exactly.
Okay, so then over here on the driver's side, you do have a cell phone holder right here.
Exactly, yep. Okay. Cell phone holder there, USB ports there. You also have a nice little netting on the side here to hold stuff as well.
And these are these are USB-A ports right here.
Yep.
And that side is the same thing. Okay,
Same
and you
thing,
got
yep.
nice netted storage right here. Okay, so this right here these are what are these?
So these are, if you have other gauges that you want to put in here, you can definitely do
Okay.
that. There's different gauges that some people like to have, like an hour meter or something like that. You can put that in there.
I'm smiling because it's the nicest dummy plug I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's got a chrome trim ring and it's got a nice gray interior. And man, usually it's just a piece of plastic.
well, yeah, we want you to feel good about what you bought.
Okay, as far as the gauges go, they're very nice. They're analog. You've got an RPM, you've got a speedometer, and then of course you've got your fuel and voltmeter for your battery.
Yep, and then also there's a red light there that shows you
All right,
if the bilge goes off. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
and then over here on the far right, then you've just got some control, a small control panel.
Yep. So it's all push button on there. There's no toggle switches or anything like that. So this is actually just a lot more modernized look to it, a lot more sleeker looking. Doesn't take up as much space.
You got your bases. You have navigation lights, horn, bilge pump, live well, aerator, and accessory power. And then you do have a master power switch to turn off the panel.
Yep.
Okay, and this is the Humminbird Helix 5 that you were talking about.
It's on a ram mount, which makes it nice, so you can adjust it, turn it, that type of thing.
Those are really nice. I like the height it gets it to.
Yep.
You're looking at that, and you're still looking out the windshield.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, then over here on the driver's side, you have got, of course, just a standard Yamaha throttle, trim up and down right here, the forward, reverse, plus the choke.
This is a tilt steering wheel as well, so you can tilt that
Oh,
up
that
and
is
down.
nice. That is a really nice feature.
That way, when you're getting up or you're trying to load the boat, you can get that out of the way.
Yes.
You know, or sometimes, like when I'm loading the boat, I like to sit on a knee so I can see up above, and then I tilt that up.
Yep.
Yeah. So it makes it real easy to get on and off the trailers.
All right. Well, let's talk about what's in the front.
So up front, we have a ton of storage. As far as like this one right here goes, if we take a look, so we obviously have our trolling motor up here, and this trolling motor is connected to the battery that's down in here. So we got
that's where that storage is.
Yep. So it's actually a hidden compartment underneath the floor here. So the battery's not in the way or anything like that. And then we also have that connected to a one bank charger to be able to just plug it in. There's an actual plug right over here. All you have to do is grab your extension cable, plug that into the wall and then plug it right into that. So
and that's so convenient. Not have to haul the battery out or open that compartment. You just reach over and you can do it from outside the boat. Plug it in and away you're charging.
Exactly, and then you don't have to sit there and keep messing with
I know what that's like. I'm used to taking my batteries out of the boat completely and up to the garage to charge them. So that's like, wow, a whole nother world. Okay.
And then the rest of this is all going to be storage as well. So we have storage under both sides here and storage in front. Plus we have storage right here. And like right now, if you take a look, we actually have our
the foot pedal.
The foot pedal and everything for the trolling
controller.
Yep.
Yeah, and those are nice to have. And again, you guys sell a bunch of different accessories. So if for some reason you want to change, the Humminbird unit out to something else, or the Minn Kota, you have it right in store and can do it.
Absolutely. Yep. And they typically have these boats wired with up to a 24 volt already. So even though that this is a 12 volt trolling motor, it's already pre-wired for a 24 volt. So all you really would have to do is swap out the trolling motor and put another battery in there to make it a 24 volt.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
So
and that's interesting because we just had that question the other day. Somebody asked if there was a particular boat we had that was a 24 volt, but so this one you can easily swap it out and make it one.
Yep, absolutely. It's already pre-wired for it, so you don't have to worry about feeding more wires and stuff like that through there.
So fuel tank fill is right over here.
Yep, and so it's on the same side as where the driver drives in their vehicle. That way they don't have to walk all the way around the boat
to get it.
The other thing too is it's up towards the front, so you're not taking up a ton of space when you're going up to the gas station, onto the pump and stuff. It's just a little
bit closer to where your vehicle's fuel tank is.
Absolutely.
But I like it this on the driver's side. I mean, that is really a neat. Just it's amazing how many little things you think of.
It's a convenience
that you don't notice, but then when someone puts them, you're like, oh, why did they do that before?
Absolutely.
So that is really, really nice. Okay, one thing I forgot to ask you about, the floor that I'm standing on right here.
Yep.
What is that?
And actually, the flooring itself is what they call a brown treated marine grade plywood. Yeah, so we have vinyl flooring in the main cockpit area, and then up in front and in the back there's going to be your carpeted flooring. Now another neat thing is Whereas a lot of manufacturers will go ahead, once they put that frame in, they'll go ahead and they'll put their flotation in, and then they level it off, and then they put their flooring down, right?
Yep.
Well, Smoker Craft does it a little bit different. What they do is they actually put the floor down, so they put the marine grade brown treated plywood down first.
Okay.
They have inserts that they actually then take and they put their spray foam in for the flotation, and that goes in, and that eliminates all the pockets in between the hull and the marine grade plywood. Yep, the marine grade plywood, so you don't get that rotting out or any of that type of stuff. The other thing that it does, if you've ever used any type of spray foam,
yep, oh yes,
is it's extremely sticky. So what it ends up doing is that it adheres the floor to the hull more than, basically what it's doing is creating more of a mold,
right,
which is also a lot smoother ride for you as well, and a lot more sound.
Deadening.
Yep, sound
Yeah.
deadening. So when you're on there, you're not getting as much vibration noises and things like that down the road, having the screws popping up out of the floor, that type of
Right.
thing.
That's really good information, because that, again, some people take issue with treated lumber. I don't. I've had them on boats for years, and I've never had them rot and do anything.
Yeah.
So I think they're a quality product, and that's interesting the way they do that, because then you do seal everything up.
Absolutely, it makes a real sound ride. On top of that, just the craftsmanship behind it, how everything's put together, and because they build them this way, I mean, Smoker Craft has been around for years. They're one of the older boat manufacturers out there, and so they've kind of got down to a science right now and really have it figured out.
Okay, so a couple of last questions here about it. Availability. If I were to come here to the dealership, do you have it in stock?
We do. Yeah, we have quite a few different boats in stock. I think right now we have over 100 different fishing boats in stock. So,
yeah, it's a huge. Think of a Walmart, like a super Walmart with nothing but boats in it.
Well, funny thing is that this used to be a Walmart.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So it's available. What about warranty?
I mean, warranty-wise, you're going to have a lifetime warranty on the floor, lifetime warranty on the transom,
Wow.
and lifetime on the hull. And then everything else, if it's not covered by that, so like your electrical and stuff like that, that's all going to be a 6-year warranty. And that's
Okay.
one of the best warranties for a fishing boat in the market.
Man, that's really awesome. Especially on the lifelong on those three. Whew. That's almost unheard of.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, Smoker Craft really does get it. I mean, that's a family-run company, and they've been around for years, and they kind of got it figured out now, and that's why they offer that warranty, and they really do back the warranty if there are issues.
And they're made here in the United States.
Yep.
So it's always fun for me to explore different boats, and I'm overall impressed with just the craftsmanship.
Yep.
That's gone into the construction of the boat, and the thought that's been put into it, and all the little pieces that just make it a much better boat than
Absolutely.
if it didn't have certain features. So, Jake, thanks so much for spending your time with us. We sure appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thanks for watching.